Tariff chaos shifts into high gear. As the world disorder and reactions to Trump multiple tariffs and then backing off many of those tariffs continues, it gets even crazier. That's right. The U.S. Court of International Trade ruled that Congress, not Trump, controls most of the tariffs involved. This means a trip through the Federal Appeals Court and then likely SCOTUS. The alternative would have to be Congress fixing the situation, but unlikely to have a fix there with the very narrow margins in both houses of Congress. Even though this is important for the United States, it's very unlikely that the Dems will cooperate with the GOP to see if we can get something done right. Trump had relied on the authority under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act of 1977. However, the court did not buy Trump's arguments on either emergency declarations or plenary authority on tariff applications. The Constitution assigns Congress the exclusive powers to lay and collect taxes, duties, imports, and excises, and to regulate commerce with foreign nations. A citation to the Constitution from the court. The question in the two cases before the court is whether the International Emergency Economic Powers Act of 77 delegates these powers to the president in the form of authority to impose unlimited tariffs on goods from nearly every country in the world. The court does not read this statute to contest such unbounded authority and sets aside the challenged tariffs imposed thereunder. So the court concludes that Congress, not the president, has the power to control the tariff situation. This ruling seemed like the end of the big story on tariffs for Trump. Well, remember I mentioned whiplash recently? Yep, the Federal Appeals Court quickly stayed the order of the Court of International Trade. So Trump's tariffs live on, at least for now. I still think they are on the way to SCOTUS. Note, some tariffs are under different laws. They are not subject to the current round of court suits like those on autos, steel, and aluminum, which are some pretty important products that are not subject to the current court suits. It would be great if Congress would do something to help with the world imbalance in trading against the USA and take the issue out of the courts. You know what, folks? This might be a rare opportunity for the Democrats to cooperate with the GOP and prove they're not as stupid and revengeful as they appear to be. So let's see what happens, folks. But like I said, this tariff turmoil still continues.
This is Dr. David D. Schein. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at the brushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.